So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Diaz, and it's Kimmich. Neymar tries to play it through. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Sagan Tosu clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Drives it in. Messi. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Kimmich. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. Can he get it through? Threads one in. Diouf. That's an excellent interception. Serginho with the clearance. He's in a great position. Hits a shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Nunez might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
Nunez! And the shot! And he's heaved it away. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's a searching pass. Now it's Neymar. Neymar making a dash for it. Alexander-Arnold. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Schlotterbeck calmly anticipates. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Now it's Neymar. That is lovely. And here's Gerrard. Well, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Some really good ball movement. There's the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's there! And there is your opener. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Jupe. Now it's Darwin. And here's the chance to counter. Space for him to turn and look. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Doesn't quite get there. It's out for a goal kick. Now that's well seen too. Quality ball. Mendes spots it and intercepts. Neymar. Duke always looking for that half a chance. Real chance! Pulls it back. Oh, Gerrard! And for a moment, time stood still. It's a pretty loose pass. This looks promising.
Sagan Tosu really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Jones. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Now it's Messi. Tacho kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. And a chance! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's having a shot! Has another go! It's a goal! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Barcelona cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Lewandowski, and here's Diaz. Tries one from range. Oof, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Sagan Tosu ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. So, into the second half. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Rice. Serginho. Now it's Darwin. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, well timed. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Alexander-Arnold. Lewandowski. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Diaz. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Drogba. Now it's Diaz. Neymar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kimmich. And that is a little undercooked. Tries to pass it through. Diouf. In comes the corner. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Diouf is offering a wry smile there.
Drogba. Can he finish? Wow, that is Didier Drogba! About as smooth as it gets. Barcelona are back in business. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
He'll try from distance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Rice really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That ball looks a good one. Oh, he's all alone. Can he finish? It's a goal! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Decent chance! And he's stuck it away. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
After 72 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi. Substitution on the field, number 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Substitutions taking place.
Yamal, Schlotterbeck spots it and intercepts. Sagan Tosu still have the cards to affect this game. Sagan Tosu are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Now it's Bojan, and he's got away from it. Bojan Kurkic powering, and Bojan! Now who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Sagan Tosu really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Yamal. Now it's Bojan. Park Ji-sung. And he's in on goal. Oh, cracking ball. And the finish! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? any goal from here could well be the winner.
And he can clear it away. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking to play him in. And this is Park Ji-sung. Oh, good climb! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's gone long. Bojan Krkic receives it in a good position here.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
Sagan Tosu are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And they're back on the ball again.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Diaz goes for a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Szoboszlai. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now he's running away. Chance, surely! And a neat finish. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And time is up. Sagan Tosu pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.
Bom jogo, polegar para cima, pele morena mais 5x3 fui kaká.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but...
Estou no dia ruim, ainda não tive nenhum vitória hoje, kkk.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet.
This is the time you need that pace.
No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pacho, not the most convincing of passes. Nunez. Diouf. A header! It's there! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Messi, always onto this. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Sagantosu with the corner, there first. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Batistuta. Diouf. Couldn't squeeze it through. Messi. Decent chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Takes a shot! And he's following up! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Messi duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Sagantosu are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Batistuta. Can he get it through? Cafu. Mateus. Now it's Batistuta. Pinches it off him. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Maldini. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And this is Neymar. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now that's well seen too. Diouf. Nunez! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Punched away. Applies the finish! It is a very, very good save.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Maldini cuts it out. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he spark a counter here? Cafu, there he goes, motoring forward. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Nicely aimed pass. Diouf, Ronaldinho. Cafu. Knocks it into space. Oh, no joy this time. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. That's a shade optimistic. Not the most accurate pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Sagan Tosu looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first. It's Neymar! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Batistuta. Gerrard. That's a little off target. Aimed beyond the defence. And no, that was never going to make it. Messi.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Ronaldinho. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Nunez. Takes a shot. Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Sagan Tosu looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So let's get the ball rolling. Rodri. Great ball if he can get there. Batistuta. He's through on goal here. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Threads one in. Diaz is onto this. Chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Diaz is offering a wry smile there.
Impressive jump! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. That is a great pick out. No way through there. Juve might just make this. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Tries to play it through, and that could set him on his way. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, that is one way to stop him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Messi! Oh, it's fallen loose again! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Over to the right flank. Messi is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that has not gone well. Gerrard. Juke. Great pressure, plenty of it. Now, can they get him away? Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's onto this. He's picked his way through, and he shoots!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Mateus. Has a look and plays it forward. Juke.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Messi. Diaz. Batistuta. That pass has been well intercepted. Juke. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Changement en cours.
Ivory Coast can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Looking to pass their way up, and Boyan! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Rui Costa gets across to intercept that. Sagantosu will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Struck first time. Oh, well hit, very well hit actually. That has been cut short. That's a lovely, neat pass. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Attention, changement.
Juke running with the ball. Juke! Delicious from Juke! A finish right from the top draw. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three...
And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Aimed at the far side. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's Batistuta, and he's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mateus really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Sao Paulo with the corner, there first. And a header! And now a sudden chance to counter. Juve receives it in a good position here. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Can he get on the end of this?
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
And here's Nunez. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Ronaldinho can see things others simply cannot. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Sagantosu yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, important interception. Mateus. Now it's Batistuta. Maldini calmly anticipates. And here's Nunez. Oh, he's having a go! That was mighty close. Gerrard wins the duel this time. And it's Neymar. Looking for the run. Nunez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Messi. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Oh, well played. Gerrard. Messi. Messi running with the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Conte. Mateus. Now it's Batistuta. Works it forward. Oh, good-looking ball. He's found a way past, and he's got away from it. Neymar is fouled. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Oh, nearly. Maldini. Marquinhos. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And this is Ronaldinho. Gerrard. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. Oh, good spread. Not where it came from. Ronaldinho. And this is Batistuta. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now it's Ronaldinho. Messi. And here's Nunez.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Batistuta. Mateus. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover. Oh, what has happened here? Ball comes in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Rijkaard. And it's Gerrard. That's a little off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So the action resumes.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Batistuta! And Batistuta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And the shot! Sao Paulo have their third corner. Sagantosu are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Darwin. Oh, easy pickings there. Gerrard. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Conte. Mateus. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Neymar. And he's found a way past. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Ronaldinho. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Darwin looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Rijkaard cuts it out. Maldini. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Real chance here. Schmeichel gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he was quick to react. It's an inviting looking ball that. Well into the second half and still there's nothing between them. But that has not gone well. That could spell trouble. Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cleared away. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. Gently done. Now it's Ronaldinho. And this is Batistuta. Gerrard. And they've got a throw. Oh, some astute defending there. Plays a sharp little ball here. No, that pass isn't the best. Ronaldinho might just make this. Distributed tidily. Now, can they get him away? Tries to play it through. Chance! Oh, off the bar! And they've got rid. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Mateus, it's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Ronaldinho. He's got away. Goes for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's intervened well there. Oh, no joy this time.
Sagan Tosu really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, Red, nice interception.
Sao Paulo seem...
He's having a hit! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish right from the top draw! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have movement on both benches. So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, that was vital. And here's Ronaldinho.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Silvestre gets across to intercept that. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again.
Sao Paulo really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Sagan Tosu clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Rijkaard. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Sagan Tosu have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So that's got things underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Maldini gets a foot in here. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. And he walks, it's Inzaghi! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Great vision. No way through. Bojan Krkić receives it in a good position here. Oh, well measured. He's shifting through the gears here. He leaps for it. Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality.
And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
No, it's come to nothing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Neymar. Little pass back. Beckenbauer. Gerrard. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, shot, surely! And there's a goal! Rijkaard. Inzaghi is onto this. Rijkaard. And it's Bojan. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Inzaghi. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making.
Good chance here! Oh, that was no routine save.
Rui Costa is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Opts to play it back. Rijkaard! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Inzaghi. Messi. Zico. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rui Costa. Now it's Bojan. Juve looking understandably energised after his goal. Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Inzaghi, and it's Inzaghi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's got away. Zico. Oh, no question, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Rui Costa. Bojan. And that could set him on his way. And this is Gerrard. And a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. Zico. Well, that is one way to stop him. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking. Gerrard. It's Park Ji-suk. Rijkaard. Zanetti. Now it's Inzaghi. Zico. And he's in on, and the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's destined for the flank. Neymar. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running. Messi knocks it into space. Park Ji-sung. Bojan.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Zico. And this is Inzaghi. Neymar. He's picked his way through. Neymar's terrific effort. And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with. And it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo.
Chance for a shot! Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Park Ji-sung actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Zico is there and he can get that clear. Neymar. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. That looks a cracking ball. Goes for a shot! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front.
He's having a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Messi. Zico. Rui Costa. Threads one in. That is good alertness. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Messi. That has been slung wide. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And that is high.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Marquinhos. Oh, can he get onto this? It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
He's having a pop! What a hit. The save was firm.
Mbappe clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Hazard promptly onto that, and that is that. Yamal. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Kaká. Totti. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Hazard plays the return pass. Now it's Mbappe. And he's quick to return it. Oh, that is... Can he finish? Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, you can only praise the keeper for standing up to his opponent like that.
Kaká! No, not the best of headers. That's going right the way across. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Hazard! And that's a good finish. And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? It's gone out for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Oh, good-looking ball. Couldn't squeeze it through. Can he get it through? Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. That's the keeper's ball. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Neymar tries to play it through. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Azar! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's the end. Sagan Tosu pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Sagan Tosu desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.